So the complete, hey YouTube, this is Taki with TaqiTech. Okay, kind of jumped the gun there. All right, because we're past headed third. We're about to slide into home here. All right, so we're on our very last category that we're going to have for each fake name, fake person, fake data on the spreadsheet. This is height, and basically all we need to do is just go to the code here, and we'll take what we used for age and just modify it slightly, because when we go and look at the sheet, they're almost exactly the same. There's going to be some modifications I want to do to this though, but basically all I did was change the make header to height, and went down here and we changed the row to 9. So we're looking at F9 and G9. So if we go here, that's exactly what we're looking at, F9, G9. And let's run that real quick. Milwaukee Bucks. Start using basketball teams here. Starting with my favorite. It didn't work. Oh, because we forgot to call it from the main method. All right, I'm glad I did that. So I didn't forget to mention that, because that is important, and that's something I want to touch on. I'm not sure if we're going to do it in this video, but it'll probably be in the next. Probably got about 2 or 3 videos left on this. And then, you know what? And it's kind of hard to talk and code at the same time, and talk and think, and that's kind of the reason why you hear me stumble around sometimes, because I got 3 things going on at the same time in my head. All right, so there's our get height function. Now it should work. And I was saying, I think we got about maybe 2 or 3 more videos left on this part of the project. And what I mean by part of the project is that we're eventually going to come back and we're going to change some things. We're going to refactor. We're going to make things a little bit better. But I'm going to be working on different things after that. It's not just going to be the fake name spreadsheet. Okay, so let's go here. Second favorite NBA team would be, man, that's a hard one. Is it the Warriors? It's not the Lakers. So we'll just say OKC Thunder. Thought they'd be a lot better this year than they turned out to be. And here's our height right here. Now, I don't want to leave it like that. I want it to say 5 foot. So in this case, it'd be what? So we got so 48. So 5 foot 10. And I want this one to say 6 foot 6. So there's a couple of things we're going to work with here, and I'm just going to pause the video as I know one of them is the mod function, and that's going to give us our remainder. And I'm just going to pause the video instead of you sitting here and listening to me code for like 2 or 3 minutes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use a function, and it's going to return a string value. And what I'm going to pass into the function is basically the number that you actually see here. So it's going to use that ram between, and whatever the result of that ram between those 2 numbers that I passed into the ram between, we're going to, this random number is going to be reproduced into a string that has basically the inches divided by 12, and then whatever the remainder is. So let's I want to test this, and what I do when I test something is I make a subtest. And the reason why I just can't step into it, because I need to pass in some information here. So we're going to do the equivalent of maybe 6 foot 4. So let me see, 4 Matt HEIGHT, and we'll just pass in 75, which would be 6 foot 3. And hit the down key, everything capitalized. So I'm going to step into this, and let's see what we get here. Oh, I forgot to assign it to a variable. Well, let's see if we're still going to be able to see it. Oh, I might get an error here. So, yep, we got our 6 foot 3. Now, what I want to do here is I'm going to put this right there. And I hope I don't have to, I forgot what it's called, but basically, sometimes when you use quotations, because we use that in quoting, even if it's a single quotation, sometimes you have to use a delimitator, I believe it's called, and usually it looks like that or something like that, but I'm hoping that we don't have to use that. So let me get this fixed up a little bit. Let me dim. Yeah, I was just thought of something too. I'm not sure on my other functions if I've been declaring what type of variable that they will return. And basically, what that is when you say, okay, I'm creating a function. It's going to return a value, and I'm telling you exactly what that value is going to be, just so that it doesn't end up being something else. And there's a good chance, a really good chance, that it's not going to be something else. But this is just, you putting your foot down and making sure that it's not going to be something else. And you may see updated code on this project where in the past I didn't declare it as a string, and then I caught it. Now I'll fix it, a string, integer, whatever variable type that is returning. And maybe I might do a video on that as well before we wrap up the project here. All right, now back to dimming this simp string. And it could have been, I could have just named it A. I don't know why I took so long on that, and part of that was because I got distracted by me realizing that have I been declaring my functions the way I like to, the way they're up to my standards. But okay, so and we could say as string. All right, so now we're gonna do, I don't even know why I made it such a, I'm just gonna call it A. And we'll just do A equals. All right, so now let's see how this looks here. Step into that. So format height, 6'3", beautiful. All right, now let's run it. Let's see if it holds up when we actually run it. Okay, I need to think of another, and I need to get rid of some of these tabs here. Let's delete this one, and let's delete this one, and we'll get rid of Cocoon 2. Actually, I think there was a movie called Cocoon 2. All right, now we can move over here and we can see all of our tabs. All right, so my third favorite basketball team, I had a hard time with the second one. I know, Cavs. LeBron, one of my favorite players. All right, let's run it. There it is. I like it. Looks really good. So that's going to wrap it for this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned. If you did learn, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like the content on this channel. If you like this program, make sure you subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Kind of reversed there, but take it easy.